Hello, hello. What is going on, everybody? Happy WWDC Day, iPadOS 15 Beta 1 Day. How many people we got in the building? Got 20 people. Gotta wash hands. iOS 15 Dev Preview Update. Spatial audio suddenly works. Let's see what we got here. Suddenly works with everything now. YouTube, Netflix, everything is working absolutely amazing. That's awesome to hear, which is something that I did notice. So spatial audio, I don't know if it was a software thing or a new iPad thing, new hardware, but I noticed that spatial audio works a lot better when I so iPadOS, when I got the new M1 iPad, spatial audio ended up working a lot better. So I don't know if again that was a hardware thing. Maybe the U1 chip wasn't in the 2018 iPad Pro, which I never actually checked. But hey, we do what we can, right? But today I did want to go over iPadOS 15, give you guys a overview, just a mini one, just a kind of 1,000-foot view of exactly what's going on. Because again, WWDC came around, we got some new features, sort of, but at the same time, nothing that we really wanted, right? We got some sort of new multitasking, we got no real secondary monitor support, everything kind of stays the same. But as I scroll through Twitter, there's a couple things that are going unnoticed, like iPad apps finally being able to be used in landscape mode. So instead of you having to take your iPad off the Magic Keyboard to use something like Instagram, for instance, and use it in portrait mode, you can now use it in what's it called in landscape mode. So there's a couple things that are happening, and then also apparently inside of the Files app, we get a progress bar supposedly. So let's see what we got going on, right? Tony A, we're gonna wait a little while to see how many more people show up. Let's give them another 2, 3 minutes. But Tony, man, start laying down some questions because we're going to go through a lot of them. Hey, Rodel Enrique, I ended up buying shift screen when I didn't see the monitor support. So yeah, shift screen 4X. I don't know what shift screen's calling it, but shift screen 4 essentially is supposed to come out soon. I should be getting my hands on it in the next 2 to 3 days to actually play with it, see what it's like, see if it's an improvement from shift screen 3.0. But hey, let's see what we got going on because now with Apple not giving us secondary monitor support, or at least the one that we want, it opens up the door for a lot of developers to fill in that missing gap, right? So I mean, all the props to developers to see what they can do to kind of help us out a little bit, right? So let's see what we got here. D4 Humphrey. Should I install the dev profile? So far, so good. We're going to play around with it, right now, but at the same time, it's hard to recommend a brand new beta, especially a beta 1 of a brand new software. So I say wait for beta 2 or beta 3, or maybe even wait until July for the public beta to come out. But hey, I don't know. It's to each their own. I'm not going to go ahead and say it works perfectly, do it right away, because I do think that it voids your warranty or does something to your warranty. And at the same time, I don't want to mess anybody's iPads up, especially if it's like your main working machine. Because then at that time, who knows? Let's see what we got from Rodrigo. I think we're gonna suffer with no iPadOS big changes until Apple doesn't kill the iPad with 2 gigs of RAM. I kind of agree with you, Rodrigo. There's literally zero point in getting this new M1 MacBook Air, or not MacBook Air, this M1 iPad Pro, because again, there's no exclusive features that we got with iPadOS 15. There wasn't anything, like, there's nothing that they included that really used the power of the M1 chip. And I do have a 2018 11-inch iPad Pro, which I'm going to install iPadOS 15 on later, maybe tomorrow, just to kind of see if there's any real difference. Maybe iPadOS 15 on the 2018 iPad Pro won't run as smoothly as the M1 iPad Pro, but again, let's see. But I'm gonna go ahead and start. What time we got? 5:49. Let's wait until 5:50 and then start to kind of show this top-down view. So I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. This is what we got right now, and then if you guys want, we can either do the solo view or we can add it so I can show you guys everything right here. So let's move that out of the way. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think side by side, or if you just want the straight down view. And again, you can see that right here is my iPhone camera, as you guys can see. And I did get a new product by a company called Sandmark. So I'm using the regular focal length of the iPhone 11 Pro Max, but I'm using a wide angle external lens to kind of stay with the same exact focal length, essentially, right? So I don't lose megapixels going to the ultra wide. All right, but let's do it side by side. So, all right, here we go. This is iPadOS 15. The first thing that I noticed when iPadOS 15 was thrown at me was the fact that I no longer have the Today view. So the Today view is gone, it's non-existent. If you swipe over, you can see that there's something here, but if I press edit, right, and I try to add something, I mean, I can add stuff into here, but it's, again, first of all, I can't really delete it, right? So again, so this is where it starts to get a little bit buggy for everybody. And again, we're dealing with a Gen 1 beta. So we press edit. If I try to delete it, it kind of doesn't work. So you can add widgets to this new today view or something, but hey, it's kind of stuck. So again, if I'm gonna edit it here, try to exit out or whatever, it won't let me, which again is very, very strange. But hey, we're on the beta 1, that's what it is. And then here we go again with the new widgets, right? The new widget mode. Rosa, what happens to the widgets if you change the iPad orientation? So if I move the iPad, let me pick it up real quick and place it down, this is what you get. Sorry for that glare right there. We have a light above. But this is what you get when you rotate it. If you rotate it back, it kind of moves to other parts. So again, so if you start putting widgets all over the place and you're used to using the widgets in a certain orientation, if you switch back to portraits, the orientation of where your widgets are going to change. So let's see what else we got. So again, these are the widgets. And again, if I wanted to move it and kind of emulate my today view from iPadOS 14, so let's say I hold this down, right? I'm going to use this mouse right here. So edit widget, nope. Let's hold this down again, edit home screen. And again, if I want to grab this and move it, look, it bounces back. If I want to grab this and move it, it bounces back. So we're still dealing with that top left to bottom right grid layout that Apple has been giving us, I think literally since iOS 1, right? I think that's what it is. So again, even though we can add as many widgets as we want, right? If I want to add another weather one in here, right? Add widget. If I want to add, let's say, the top stories, let's add this widget right here. And then I want to grab all these, right? And move them over. Then yeah, I mean, it's definitely a new look. It's definitely something new to get used to. And I guess it's cool. It's something sort of new, but I like the today view better, right? I like to be able to have my widgets at a glance on the left-hand side, leave my 75% of the screen without any applications, and then have my dock down here. So that is a situation that I want, which I no longer can have unless I fill the screen in with more applications. So we're still, yeah, my man Tony, we're still dealing with this top left crap. 100% we're still dealing with it. But hey, what can we do, right? So here we got iPadOS. So that is the widget situation. One thing that I did really like. So let me see, Rosa, what do we got? Yeah, the Today View was great. So the Today View was like the one thing from iPadOS 14 and I guess 13, because that's when they really first announced it. It's kind of what made it feel different from a visual standpoint when you, instead of going to the iPhone, right? It made it feel a little bit more like a computer. So let me see, Checkman Spill, can you still have nothing on the first page? You should be able to. So if I grab all these widgets, so edit home screen, let's grab all these, move these out of the way. Oh, so bear with me, guys. But let's grab these, move it over. And now before I move these out of the way, I'm going to see if I can actually grab multiple widgets. Can you? No, so you can't grab multiple widgets. What about multiple widgets of the same size? No, you can't. So let's just get rid of all these. I'm going to delete them all because you should be able to have a completely empty home screen. So yes, so there's your answer. Yes, you can have an absolute empty home screen, but again, I liked having that today view on the left-hand side, which now you can't have. And then, hi from Greece again, can you please showcase a new multitasking? Also, please do a Thunderbolt dongle review. We'll definitely do one of those, but 1 second, everybody. But if we continue, let's see what other questions we got right here. So, So before I show Safari, which I'm not going to forget about, let's show the multitasking actually, right? So for instance, let's open up Safari, right? So WWDC, we got Safari. This is a new look. Let me change my dark mode just so it's a little bit more visible. And dark mode doesn't change Safari. Interesting. Interesting. But you can see that Safari does look a little bit different, right? So from a Safari standpoint, the new tabs are very, very different. So now it looks weird. So this is the address bar right here. And then this over here is another tab. So if I click on here, this is a completely different tab, right? And then you add another one and another one. You can see that the tabs start to open up right there. And then you can see here with Safari, this is the new kind of reversion back to like that Finder ecosystem. So you have the 5 tabs, you open up a private tab, you got your bookmarks, which are all still saved here, so no changes, nothing at all. And then you have your reading list and your history. So that's all there. Safari does look a little bit different, but in reality, it's all the same thing. But I did want to see, so you can open up the tabs in this view, which is awesome. You can add more tabs, new empty group tab, new tab group from 5 tabs. So very simple to use, and it's very intuitive. I kind of like the new look of it. So overall, Safari is cool. But then now let's open up the new multitasking. So first I'm going to try to open it in the old way. So scroll up from here. Let's open up another Safari tab. Okay, so you can still use the same function and the same way of starting up multitasking, right? But let's get out of here. And now I'm going to try to do it with those new 3 dots up here. So you can see up here, there's 3 dots. I know it's hard to see, but you guys can kind of see it. And then boom, this is where everything starts to kind of change up from multitasking a little bit. So down here is where you have the new shelf, right? The new quote unquote shelf that they opened up for Apple. And then, so this only is going to show you the same instance of that application. So it's only going to show you the Safari tabs that are open. It's only going to show you the instances of Safari. It's not going to show you all the different apps that you have open. And now, if I want to start a multitask, right, I just press one of these, it moves it over to the right, and then I could just pick whatever application I want as long as it works with multitasking. So let's open up LumaFusion. Boom, there it is. And I can do the same thing right here. I can grab this one, move this one to the left, or I can move this one into slide over, which is kind of interesting because it's LumaFusion in kind of an iPhone app. And then let's click on this one right here, move this to the side, and then that slide over as well. Well, I pick another Safari tab. So again, this is still kind of new to me. I'm still learning it as you guys are. So little by little, we're going to learn about iPadOS and kind of exactly why Apple did what they did in terms of making it. Because I don't know, I'm disappointed with what Apple came out, especially when these new M1 iPads came out with all that power that Apple said they were going to release, or they did release. But hey, what can we do? But hey, any other questions? Spit them out, spit them out. What else we got? Extensions in Safari, can you install one for us? Let me see. I'm actually going to wait on that one because I don't want to mess that up live and waste everybody's time because I haven't done anything like that yet. So I thought the slide over was an option for having 3 apps in thirds. So unfortunately, no. You still have the same double multitasking screen with the slide over. So you can have 3 apps open, but you cannot have more than 3, I guess, slide over views. Not slide over, 3 multitasking views. So again, let's open up another Safari page. So let's multitask a few times here, right? This is the Safari page. If I click on the 3 dots, I want to make it into slide over. So here is Safari, if I bring this down, and this is Safari with a slide over. Oh, these are all the other slide over apps that I have. Okay, so multitasking, we still got to get used to a little bit. Let's see what else we got. So do we still have hope that we're going to get external monitor support for iPadOS 16 or 17, or have you lost? I mean, I'm still going to, have open hope, I guess. Like I'm always going to hope for them to do it, but at the same time, I was going to make a video, honestly, about this because a lot of people are thinking that Apple's not going to bring, I guess, a macOS equivalent over to the iPad because it's going to cannibalize MacBook sales. But at the same time, what is this iPad going to cannibalize? The MacBook Air with the M1 you can get for $900 brand new through the education store. And if you want to get a 12.9 inch with a Magic Keyboard with an Apple Pencil, you're spending $1,450 on a baseline model. So I don't know where the cannibalization is coming from because I'm going to recommend that MacBook Air to 99 out of 100 people, right? At that price point especially. So I don't think that that's going to happen. So let me see Jay's review. So is there a weather app or a calculator app? So weather app is a solid no-go, or calculator app is a solid no-go, but I do believe we got a weather app right here. So, there's no weather app, but there's weather widgets. So excuse me, no app, only widgets for weather, and no widget or app for calculator. So I also wanted to show real quick the notes feature. So you grab my pencil, and then all you do is you pull up from here, and you can see a little shadow. You see a little shadow right there? Pop it up. Now we got the notes. Say hello, sub to channel, and now I can move this around. So this is the vision. This is what we wanted, right? This is the kind of multitasking that we wanted from all the applications, or at least I wish we got it for at least the native Apple applications. So maybe this is a sneak peek, or maybe this is just something to hold us over. I don't know. But you can see that you can resize it so it can be bigger. And then I think if you, no, so I thought if you maybe pinch it all the way out, then it would open up the actual application. But you can see that you can make it bigger, move it around, make it a little bit smaller. So it holds off in the corner. Let me see if I open up, yep, opens up in like a picture-in-picture view. So that's cool. And then does it work with the shortcuts? Let's see. So if I double tap, yep, I can just erase everything. So that is a new, I guess, notes application. You got a little thing that stays there for a little bit if you want to pull it back out, and then you're good to go. So that is a new notes implementation. And overall, a nice little, like a nice little addition. Again, nothing game changing. And that's the thing, we're not going to see anything game changing from Apple at this point, with iPadOS at least. And then you can see that we got translate right here. I'm not going to turn it on because I'm afraid my Apple headphones or my AirPods are going to like try to connect to my iPad and mess everything up. But that is a new translate feature. So that's really cool. Can you quick notes work without Apple Pencil? Like, can you create, let me show this one. Can you create a new quick note with just your finger or use the Apple Pencil? Let's see. So if I grab my thumb, no, it just pulls up multitasking, so no. But one thing that I do want to show, which you could probably do through shortcuts, the new quick note feature, which I'll show in another video, but screenshots, and then for screenshots, yeah, I do believe it's bottom left now. Yeah, so screenshots is bottom left. So now it's another thing that you guys got to remember. And then quick notes is bottom right. So those all stay the same. And then I don't know if you guys noticed, but if I went into the actual, what's it called? The multitasking, you can see that there's something a little bit different. I've never seen this little window right here. Do you see this? So this is new to multitasking. I've never seen, so normally these are the multitasking windows that you see. And if you have something in split view, then it'll be split down the middle here. But these are the slide over windows. So these did not used to show up in the old multitasking. So I think that's kind of cool, a nice little addition. So you can just kind of X out of them or quit from multitasking just like you would an iPhone application. So that is new in multitasking as well. Too many gestures to remember. I agree. Can you show a files widget? I don't even know if there is a files widget. Let's see. Yep, so we got files. It's just basically recents, just pretty much big views of all your recent files. So I guess this is maybe sort of the files, being able to drop files into the actual home screen, because let's say if I click on one of them, you know, this nice picture of me, right? A PNG, what's up, right? So you can access the files, I guess, from your actual home screen. So that's cool, but let's get rid of this because I really don't like that widget. But that is the files widget. Let's see. So Colby, yes, you can to an extent, but at the same time, you're still following the grid. So if I want to, I was showing this earlier, basically you can only place widgets starting from the top left and trickle your way all the way down to bottom right with whatever combination of small, medium, large, and regular app icons. So let's see, does swiping from the edge always open a new note? With your pencil, yes, it does. So, I mean, just from this edge, if I can, what is this? So let's press done here. So just from this edge opens the Notes app. Like if I try to do it from anywhere else, it won't work. Let's see. Yeah, see, so bottom left, screenshot, bottom right, Notes, two top corners, nothing. Hey Juan, so let's see actually. I did want to test something out because I heard that you can actually, there is like a progress bar now. So let's check that out. So let's go to on my iPad here, and then let's open up another file, move this over, and let's go from iCloud Drive, right? What do we want to move over here? So let's just move this over. So let's grab this, move it over. I guess it was too small of a file for a progress bar. Okay, let's try something a little bit bigger here. So let's go something that's not on my iPad, I guess, or into my Dropbox. Nope. These are all new things. So actually, let me grab my SSD. Let's try this out. Okay, so here we got RAV Power SSD. This is just a USB-C one, so it's not a Thunderbolt. If you guys want to go with super fast speeds, you know, just letting you guys know. I'll plug this guy in. let it show up. Make sure it's on. Yep. Let me quit out of both of the files. So that's interesting. Why is it not showing up? Wow. Okay, another issue with iPadOS 15. So I'm plugging in the RAV Power SSD. You can see that there's a little light right there that it's on. Normally it would just pop up into the files, into the locations down here, but we got nothing. Interesting. Yeah, let's quit out one more time. Go into files. Huh. So I guess we're not going to test that out, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know why this isn't popping up. But yeah, it was working on iPadOS 14 2 days ago. So we tried. Because I got to test that out. But we'll have a dedicated video of everything going on. Don't worry. Like, this is just first kind of, I wanted to show it off to everybody. One more thing. Let's see what else we got. So another thing that I do want to show you is the app library, because that's brand new. So you can see in the dock, boom, app library. So that's nice. I'm glad that they brought the app library over. And then I did see that you can actually turn it off, because when I was going through, I tried to see if there was a today view setting to maybe actually put it in, but no, there is no today view, unfortunately, but you can actually show apps in library dock, show suggested apps in recent docs, and show app library. So show in app library. So that's, you can actually turn off all that stuff. And if I keep swiping over, it takes you all the way to the app library as well. So very cool. Can you tap on the weather widget? This takes you to weather.com, as it always does with iPadOS. Whoa, we got 500 viewers. That's crazy. Is that real? Nice. Are there any new wallpapers? Great question. So let's go into settings, wallpaper, choose a new wallpaper, stills. I think these are the new ones, right? These guys? Yeah, these are the new wallpapers. So that's what's up. Those are the wallpapers. I'm not going to do it because I'm a fan of Canoopsy's wallpapers. Big fan. All right, let's try. Let me try to lock this thing, because I really want to see if the files, because somebody posted on Twitter, I don't know if it was a Photoshop picture, somebody posted on Twitter that there is a progress bar now. Jose, no, it's not out for everybody. It's out for developers, which is a yearly subscription of $100 if you do want to get it. I'm probably going to make a video. There's a million videos online on how to actually become a developer. But if you want to get it early as possible, it's $100 a year. If you want to get it earlier than most people, there's a public beta developer program that should release in July. And basically you get all the new betas a little bit delayed from the paid people, but faster than the rest of the public. So to each their own. Okay, so let's do this guy. Here we go, RAV Power, we're in. So let's open up another Files app. Let's go into on my iPad, LumaFusion projects, video projects. Let's try to move over, what's a big file? Let's see. Here we go. These are very old, but this is 1.72 gigs. If I move it over, yeah, there, did you guys see that? You guys just saw that, didn't you? Let's try it again. So I'm gonna delete this because I don't want it to be on my iPad right now, but let me pick a bigger one. Here we go, 2 gigabytes. If you guys are gonna see something pop up right here. Moving it over, boom, look at that. There is a progress bar. Yeah. Wow, I never thought I'd be so excited for something so trivial that's been around since like Windows 95 probably. I don't know, but it's crazy. It took like 15 years to come to that freaking iPad, but hey, let's try one more time. Replace, you can see progress bar is there. Now that it isn't frictionless, it isn't very, very quick and easy, but hey, at least it's there. And especially if you're kind of moving humongous files, like I know Christopher Lawley does, because again, I record in 4K, but That's pretty much it. I don't use a real camera. I use the iPhone. So my video files, I think the biggest one finalized that I deal with is like 5 to 6 gigabytes, but some people go crazy with it. So if you guys want me to open the Swift app, does it come pre-installed? I don't even know. It doesn't come pre-installed. So I guess let's open it up. Again, this is not my forte whatsoever. Whatsoever. It's all right, you guys can have my email. It's cool. So let it do its thing, let it download. Okay, boom. We'll open up Swift. It's TG, there's no weather app. It just takes you to weather.com. Are there any changes that will be rolled out to devs that may add pro capability? Not that I know of, Raba. As of right now, this is it. This guy keeps saying this. Please stop. No new external monitor support, at least. Everything is exactly the same, so you're still being letterboxed and all that terrible stuff. So what else? Can you move the, let's see what else we got. Can you move files, or are you forced to copy it and delete it afterwards? That's a great question. We'll try that out after Swift. Actually, let me do that real quick since I have both of them open. So if I moved it, which one did I move? No, yeah, so the files stay there. So Massive Tech Unboxing 1.0 is there, and then it's over here as well. So it didn't move it, it just copied it over. But now let's open up Swift. So this is, again, I don't really know what I'm getting myself into here, but this is the Swift playground. Create a playground. I'm not a coder, so we're going to stop with that one because I don't want to embarrass myself. Now, let's see what else we got. Jesse, one of the day ones, worth installing or waiting for it to download now? If you're okay with maybe an occasional glitch, which hasn't really happened yet, I mean, aside from the weird home, like trying to delete these, like if I try to edit this, and then even with my mouse, if I go over here, you can't delete these, which is kind of weird. There's some things that need to be touched on, Jesse, but for the most part, it's probably very functional. Now, I haven't tried to edit a video on it yet, so I'll let you know, but hey. In folder search in files. Probably. If you go into Luma, yeah, you can search from within there. Yeah, because you can search within LumaFusion. Cool. So that is a yes. I did want to see if you can see maybe a little bit more info. Yeah, so still, even if you have a folder with stuff in it, it won't tell you how much stuff is in that folder. Like it'll tell you how many items, but it won't tell you how much space is taking up. You can only see individual file sizes. So I have to like long press on this, press get info, and then you see how big the file sizes are. But if you want to see how much space a folder is taking up, you're pretty much SOL. Tokiro, yes I am. I'm using iOS, or not iOS, iPadOS 15. Themet Nut. Yes, I'll show you the, what's it called again? The shelf. So if we go to Safari, let's open up, actually let's do one of these. Press the 3 dots, move Safari to the right. Let's open up another Safari window. Press here, and now you can see the shelf down here. You guys see that shelf? There it is. Jackson, I don't even think I have Instagram on here. Yeah, I don't. I guess. Nah, I don't really want to download it, guys. There it is. I guess give it a second to download. While it downloads, Sunny, let's check battery performance. Battery. Oh, this is new. There was not a low power mode before. I hope you guys know that. Low power mode did not exist on the iPad Pro before. So here we go. So you can see 6 hours and 47 minutes of screen on time. Not too shabby. What I like to do is check the last 10 days. You can see NBA 2K 9 hours and 33 minutes. But hey, it is what it is. Let's see. Okay, Instagram. See, now it's in landscape mode, as you guys can see. So you no longer have to go to portrait mode. I'm not going to log in because I don't really use Instagram like that. Shumi, you can if you are a paid developer through Apple. So you can get it today, but only in that way. This background is actually by one of my buddies, Canoopsy, Canoopsy.media, I believe it is. Check him out. Very, very fairly priced, and the guy's amazing. Let's see, able to change settings in Quick Note. I'm a lefty. Let's see if there's a notes. Is there a Quick Notes, default account, password, notify me? As of right now, I don't see any. They gotta have something to help with that. Jesse, yes, you can, but you gotta wait until I believe July. So I think the first beta program that I went with was iPadOS 13, and I joined the public developer program 2 years ago because that one's free. And then there's a paid developer program which I used last year for the first time. You're noticed. Got you. Okay, let's see. So let's pull up this, and then I guess let's try to do this the new way. So let's move this over. No, nah. Here. Interesting. So I'm trying to open up Instagram as a slide over, and it won't let me. It'll just open up as a full screen app. So if I try to do this, yeah. So you cannot multitask with Instagram unless you want to use the other application as a slide over. Let's see what else we got. Hey man, more power to you, Alex. If you can find it, go for it, man. I've always been a little bit hesitant on those. That is big time. I used to run a shortcut to try to like force it into low power mode, and it still didn't work. No, I'm half Colombian, half Peruvian. So I do speak Spanish fluently. Can we see the Photos app? No, we're gonna save that one for later. That's definitely, I'm gonna do a lot more digging on that new private relay. I also want to see how the iPad works with, but the thing is, I could update my macOS to the new beta macOS, but at the same time, I use my computer a lot for work. It's a little bit risky. And on the iPad, even though all the betas that I put on it, it's still perfect. Hey, Arturo, saludos de la Florida. It's crazy. Health app is non-existent on the iPad Pro. So again, that was something that I really wanted. I wanted the health app to come over. I wanted I wanted the watch app to come over so we can easily kind of look at our health data and Apple Watch data and customize your Apple Watch on your iPad, but that's nothing. So I don't actually think that it will be as buggy because right now it's not really buggy at all. It's just the only thing, sorry it's so shaky, I just have like a weird arm on here. But the only thing that I saw is like this weird, this situation where I can't delete these, but I'm sure that'll be fixed. Take a picture of your shirt, copy it, and translate it. All right, let's see how that works. Translation. Question is, how do I take a picture of it? Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to play with that. Sorry, Josh, no calculator app. No good. No, FaceTime I'm going to save for a video. We'll save for a real video FaceTime to kind of play with all that stuff. But let me know, is there anything else that you guys want me to play with? I think we covered a lot. We covered all the new home screen stuff, the new note-taking aspect. We found some new stuff inside the Files app, inside the battery portion of the app. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Stand by. We're going to try to translate this text, even though I think it says Dragon Ball Z. So I'm taking a picture right now. If I can just pull it up. Use a selfie camera. Okay. So this is what we got. So you're saying I can go to photos. There's like a little info button here. This is new. So that's all new. The question is how, okay. So how do we do this? Now it's a live photo. This is new too. Have you guys seen that before? To automatically loop stuff like that? Let's ban this Harwood guy. Hold the text. Well, the only thing that's happening is a live image is happening. So let me edit it. Let me turn off live. Okay. Can I turn it off? Doesn't look like I can turn it off, guys. So it seems to be a little bit, but oh, there we go. Done. Okay. No dice. We tried, everybody. We tried. Crop the photo to the text and then use a translate on the app. Eh. Yeah, nothing, guys. So we're going to hold off on the translation one because, let's see. It is what it is. So David, you just have to sign up through the Apple developer. So it's literally just developer.apple.com. Sign up through their portal. The instructions are all there. It is $100 a year that they charge you every single year. So my next payment's coming up pretty soon for iPadOS 15. But hey, if you guys want it early, that's what Apple's going to want you to do. Can you search iOS beta profile in Safari? I'm sure you could. Let's see. Will you open Safari? Yes, this is Safari. The weather app. Let's go to ESPN.com. You guys know how much I love my ESPN.com. So let's see, translated in the app by pointing at your shirt, not by a picture. But if I go into the application, there's no like option for me to take a picture. You know? It's all based on dictation. So hey. Let's see if it opens. Yep. This is the video I released today. Seems to be working. Learn how to code, actually code, and then publish whatever application. So yeah. The real test is when I export something tomorrow. Thanks, baby. Can you move the app library icon into the... So here's the app library icon. No, it's immovable. It's a great question, though. I wish you could actually move it. And then if you go over here, you can see that that's a cool little animation. That's cool. Sad, no, it did not. We're still top left to bottom right, sadly. Do you think it's the real Tim Cook? Psych. Although we have 500, that's crazy. 550 people join the chat. You guys are freaking awesome. Let's do a little, probably 5 more minutes, and then we'll hop off. So, I mean, any questions? The real Tim Cook. Does the address bar change colors depending on... So, I don't know why Safari... Here we go. Now it's normal. So let's see. So this is still this layout is new to me because I'm used to having buttons here. So like now you have to press here to even refresh. So I don't know. I mean, most people just kind of click on here and then press enter to refresh. But if I open up a new tab, let's go to Apple. So yeah, you can see that the bar, I'm gonna move this down a little bit. You can see that the bar does change colors depending on the website. So let's go to youtube.com. There it is. So that is what you're dealing with when it comes to Safari. But you can put a widget in the middle of app icons. Yeah, so I mean, technically if you want, so let me grab this one, let me move it over here. Like I can throw this in the middle if that's what you want to do. It's cool, I guess. Hey, what's up, man? Techno, look, how would you even say that? It's hard to say, dude. But so far it's okay. It's pretty smooth, but it kind of sucks compared to what we wanted. I use LumaFusion to edit video. I use the iPhone camera to edit every single video on this channel. And then I use a couple apps to edit the photos, or the thumbnails. So I use like the regular Photos app, and then I use an app called Pixlr, Pixlr. Very minimal app. Like I don't really go crazy with the thumbnails, so that's pretty much it. All right, let's see what other questions we have. So let's see I mean, in terms of, I do kind of like the new multitasking. So like I like being able to just click on here and like snap something like over to the right and then pick something else. So let's pick Spotify. So then you got the side by side right there. And then if I want to kick this over to slide over, I can do that too. And then if I want to open up, let's say Twitter over here, let's see if this works actually. Yeah, so now you have all three right here. Switch this over, right? Slide over, and can I throw this over? Yep. Throw it over even more, and then you see this right here. You guys see that little thing right there? I can just pull it back if I want to. So that's multitasking. This is something that'd be very interesting. I'm gonna test that out as well, because right now it's you can't really program much on the Apple Pencil. So if I go in here, I don't really like light mode. Oh, not record. Also, if you guys saw, here's the new focus section, right? So we'll play with that a little bit later too. Did I turn it on by accident? Oh, no. All right, whatever. What was I showing you guys in here? Apple Pencil. Here we go. So we can switch between current tool, and last use, show color palette, and then off. Yeah, so right now, oh, here we go, pencil gestures. So here's where you can actually change if you want to do quick notes on the left or on the right-hand side. So if you're a lefty, this is where you want to come and change. So it's in the Apple settings or Apple Pencil settings. So left corner, pretty much a screenshot or off, right corner, quick note or off. So you have literally one or two setting options, and that's pretty much it. This is still a no. So volume controls, so the volume is the volume is the volume. No multi-user account support, at least not that I can see. I'm going to flip my iPad to portrait. Oh. Boom. And this is the 12.9 as well. So I don't know if that matters to anybody. 12.9 M1. No, so you're right. So I can't, so let's say if I turn this off here, left corner swipe, yeah, so I can't even switch them. I can only turn them off and on. That's annoying. Apple's got to have something for lefties to be able to customize that 100%. Less. Is the calendar app still the same? I would assume so. Let's see. Do I even have the calendar app? So what's new? Found events, time to leave, location suggestions. So I think the app itself is kind of the same. It's just a matter of probably usability, a little bit more efficient, a little easier with locations. Ooh, can we get to 600 live viewers? Woo. What other questions do we have? Because we're kind of running out of time here, everybody. This is honestly so fun. We're going to do a lot more of these live streams as we go. Ali, stock calculator app, still a no-go. So let me know what you guys think about this video idea. So I posted it on YouTube a little while ago, or like a YouTube poll. I want to create a little bit of a different video where like I walk up to people, I hand them an iPad, I give them 15 to 30 seconds to solve like 2 plus 2 on the calculator or natively on the iPad. And if they can do it, then they get to keep an iPad. Because the only way that you can do it without going to Safari is if you swipe down and do like 2 plus 2. And then that's the only way to calculate anything on there. So let me know what you guys think about a video like that. Would be fun. Thanks, Gio. Appreciate it. That's true. You can ask Siri to add stuff for you. So I don't know. I think that would be a cool, like a fun video to make. I'm in Florida, so I don't know. Somewhere down here, maybe some school campus or something. External monitor support, zero. Well, not zero. Let me take that back. Mirroring monitor support, letterboxing monitors, like nothing's changed. Do you want the new wallpapers, or are you asking about this wallpaper? Because this wallpaper is by somebody named Canoopsy. And then for wallpapers that come with the actual, with the new update, where are the wallpapers? Why can I never find them? Here we go. Wallpaper, wallpapers, not dynamic. The stills, these are the new ones. These are the new stills. Kind of nice. Let me see if I turn this off. Colors change a little bit. Damn, the questions are coming in. You need to sign up for Apple's developer program. It costs $100 a year. I don't know, actually. That's a great question. I mean, with extensions, I'm definitely going to play with the extensions piece because extensions on Safari to begin with are already not that good. The only one I really use are like Grammarly and Honey because outside of that, all the extensions that I use are in Chrome. So let's see how this extension thing works out on Safari on the iPad Pro. To my knowledge, yes, but I will be doing a video because Shift Screen 4.0 or 4X, whatever it's going to be called, is coming out, and I'm pretty interested, and it's going to look kind of crazy. So let's see privacy settings for email. I'm going to pull out the iPad just in case it shows something, you know, some private features, but let me see. Because to begin with, for my email, I don't use Apple's native mail app. So, oh, I don't even think mail, I don't have the mail app on the iPad because I just don't use it. I use Spike Mail, and I was using Spark before, but now I use Spike. Really, really like it. Highly recommend it. David, there isn't much difference. If anything, I like the Today view. Like you can't leave the Today view on here anymore. So you're either blank like this, or you got to come up with some cool situation with your widgets to make it look nice. I'm trying, what's an easy way I can do this? There's like zero way for me to show you how I'm going to do this, but let me see what kind of, so I'm going to unplug my computer right now. Hopefully you guys can still hear me and everything. I'm going to plug in. So this cord goes to my external monitor. Let me see what happens here. So this should just pop up here. Okay. No, yeah, it's still, I mean, how do I even show you guys? As you guys can see. Yep. So that is what you're dealing with when it comes to that. Run 2 videos on Safari. Okay. So let's go to 2 YouTube tabs. Here, name somebody that you guys want me to play. Let's see. So we'll do one of these. I'll turn the volume all the way down for now. But my headphones might break, so good luck if you guys can't hear me anymore. And if I pull another one, there we go. YouTube again. So you can see 2 videos playing at the same time. Now I wonder what sound is going to play.
What's up, guys? We are here with the first pilot too of the Evening New York show.
They were both playing. Both of the sounds were playing. Interesting. iPhone 11 Pro Max. That's what I'm using in 2021. I think you can, but you have to download some of it. So I'm not 100% sure. But hey, did Control Center change at all? Nope. Aside from adding this little tab right here, this little new focus tab, no. So like if you click on that, you can set your new focus situation. But outside of that, there was nothing new to Control Center. But all right, everybody. I mean, any last minute questions? Because I'm probably going to jump off here. This was freaking amazing. Now I got to get to work, make, my overall thoughts and impressions on this thing, my 24 hours later with iPadOS 15. Linsgard, dang, we got the 600 viewers. That's crazy. You guys are freaking amazing. That's so awesome. All right, let me do one last one. Any last good questions? Somebody spit out a good question. Let's see. Any good last minute questions? Let's see. Interesting. Can you try long pressing on the file and selecting move from the iPad to external? That move. No, so the copy is still working. Like you still have to copy. Unless, we can try again. Let's plug in the external SSD. Pull up files. Again with this. It's a little bug. I don't think it's my cord because again, this has never really happened. So let's plug you in one more time. There we go, RAV power. So I still got to get used to all this new multitasking stuff because I'm not used to it at all. But let's go to LumaFusion projects, video project files. So if I hold, you're saying hold and grab it, we can move it. No. So if I long press one of these, let's see what these, rotate right, rotate left, trim, those are new, share. No, yeah, the only thing you can do is move it, but then it stays on both of them. So replace, you can see that there's a progress bar, but you can also see that it stayed down there. But hey, 5 seconds for 2 gig file, not bad. But that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for spending the time. This was awesome. We're gonna do more of these. Def subscribe to the channel because we're gonna be doing a lot more iPad coverage. And hopefully, you know what? Apple might surprise us. We got 13.4 cursor support, revolutionized, the cursor mentality of what a cursor should really be and how to interact with the iPad. So who knows? Maybe iPadOS 15.x is going to give us secondary monitor support, or it's going to give us this cool floating window, but with native Apple apps to at least start using Safari this way and things like that. But hey, that's going to do it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time. Peace.